Hey guys, and welcome back to Draw Along Doodles with Walker. So, this week we're going to be doing one of my absolute favorite things in the world, a snow cone. Now, we're going to do a traditional kind of globular snow cone in not a flat cup, but a cone of paper. So, the first thing we need to do is turn our paper vertical, and then we're going to make a very gentle curve. Now, technically, if it helps you out, this is part of our ovular base, just like if we were making a cone in part of our still life. Now, I'm going to thicken up this part where the paper is rolled down to create a lip. And you want to try to keep that a consistent width throughout. Okay, now to help myself point the bottom of the cone, I am going to draw a line down from the closest point I can find to the center of my oval. Then I'm going to come down from the sides to the center. And then so that I can keep about the same angle, I'm going to start on that point and then I'll go up. I see that I need to pull in just a little bit. Remember, you don't have to completely start over if you make a mistake. Just fix it and then erase it so that you don't make the same mistake over again. That way it will be like you had a little hint. Okay, now when we make the top part that is that crushed ice, we're going to come once again to the highest point over the center. And it's like we're making part of a circle. So essentially the invisible part's right there. Okay, now that we have our shape, I am going to erase that central line and the line that would be the back of our paper cup and the line that just let us know where the circle is. Now, I'm going to have a spoon coming out right here. So make a little indentation line. I'll come up and out, and then I'm going to have a wider end to my spoon. Now, as you guys know, there's all kinds of different shapes of plastic spoons. So if you decide you want yours to be straight, that is totally fine. It is your call. Just like the flavor of your snow cone will be your call too. My favorite is sour cherry. You can actually look through this whole board at the beach where we go. And I think they have over 150 snow cone flavors. Like some of them are combined to make things taste different, like combining lemon and I don't know what the other part is to make lemon meringue pie. But the sour cherry is the best. All right, I'm going to come and put some chunks of the bigger ice. We're going to pretend that this is one of those snow cones that's not quite as finely shaven. It will just help accentuate that shape that we've got. And I'm just sprinkling them out. I'm kind of putting some towards the edges where they might be a little bit more visible. And I'm not trying to make it so that it's just as polka dot in one place. All right, later when we go back and Sharpie this part, I'm going to make this an irregular line. Okay, I'm going to put diagonals at an even pace across that rim. And then to make my snow cone, I'm going to come and create the letters down at the bottom. So I've got an S. Remember, to make a bubble letter, I can create the basic part of the letter as a guideline. And then I can go around it to create the wider block letter. Okay. So there's the base for my N. ended up writing a little bit bigger on this one than I did on my first one. But as letters, they look pretty good. I'm going to come from the top of the S and angle in line with that down to make my lines like it is a shooting star or nyan cat, whatever floats your boat. And then I'm going to make some small snowflakes that are the star type. And then I'll make a couple different size circular snowflakes. And I'm just sprinkling them out so that they look irregular and like they're part of the overall design. Okay, here we go. So the thing that's in front of everything else is this cup. So for us, we can go ahead and get the lip of the cup. Now, those lines inside are really a detail, so we won't worry about them right this second. Now, if you end up having trouble staying on that angle, it is okay. Just do your best. Besides, paper cups can get crunched or warped or sat on. Hopefully not with a snow cone in them. But there's all kinds of reasons that it could be not exactly perfect. Okay. Now, since this is a pretty substantial part of the letters, which are the important part of the decoration on the cup, I'm going to go ahead and do both my rainbow stripes and my big snowflakes in the thick Sharpie. Okay, now I'm going to get those individual pieces of ice that we saw, those individual chunks. So I'm also letting them go a little bit over that edge so that it does give the idea that it's part of the overall snow cone shape and not just some sort of spot that's inside. And they're going to be kind of irregular because chunked ice is very irregular. Okay, the next furthest thing front is our spoon. I'm going to give mine a little indentation right there. And now we're going to create that uneven line for the snow cone. It's kind of like if a zigzag met the line on the edge of a castle. Okay. Excellent. Now, as far as details go, you can come and add kind of like some directional lines inside your snow cone to kind of show like, oh, here's, this edge as it rounds away from the light. We want to get those little tiny snowflakes we made. And then I'm also going to get that rolled lip of the snow cone's paper cup. All right. So you guys have a snow cone. I hope you come up with a delicious flavor combination for it. All right. We'll see you later, guys.